Hello guys, welcome to Chiefs Fan Center. Please like and subscribe. We'll be talking about the news happening over the past 24 hours about Kaizer Chiefs. Firstly, we have Zajmovic, former TS Galaxy striker and currently free agent, offering himself to Kaizer Chiefs. Ighodaro, the signing from Sundowns, is moving closer and closer. And Mr. Long and Short, George Matlou, finally signing his new contract. Let's dive into the video. Okay guys, starting off with the biggest topic which came out yesterday. Zajmovic, the former TS Galaxy striker and free agent. Goal.com managed to get his quotes. He was talking to an interview about the proposals that he had. So basically what he said when he was asked about the offers that he had, or the offers that he currently has, he talked about 2 months ago that he had 2 offers from clubs, but the proposals were not good enough on his terms, when it's money or whatever. But he did say, the proposals were not from the big 3, Chiefs, Pirates and Sundowns. Yeah, but when he was asked about Kaizer Chiefs, he said that he's happy about Kaizer Chiefs and he'd be happy to join. He's happy about Kaizer Chiefs, that's what he said. And Chiefs has not made an approach yet. Yeah, well, so he's basically saying he's offering himself to Kaizer Chiefs. Could see if we can approach him, then him and his party and his team will be more, and his agent, will be willing to negotiate a deal which benefits both parties. Yeah, well, so there's money involved. Zajmovic is giving Nukovic, guys. I don't know, but he's giving Nukovic. I get this deal off the line. Even if we are still contracted to TS Galaxy or a specific club, I'd still take out money to pay for him. But we know that Chiefs is not good with club-to-club negotiations. Yeah, we'll look at the Kaizer Chiefs situation and we'll look at our transfers. We always sign the players that are free agents. Well, club-to-club negotiations, I think Chiefs is the worst team in the country. Yeah, well, we can't buy from clubs, and even if we buy from clubs, we get knocked off. If people like the cloak where you sign them on a free dove, like most of our signings have been free and the good signings. Yeah, well, we only took advantage of Kaizer Chiefs, which was the only good signing. Yeah, well, so Chiefs with club-to-club negotiations, it's very, very bad. But if Zajmovic is a free agent, it's the type of signing that Chiefs would make, I think. But they're obviously pushing for Ighodaro and things like that. But I'd sign this guy. He's a different type of breed. Yeah, he is giving Nukovic, because the Ighodaros, he's giving me the feeling of a Chivaviro or Dupree, like the South African Premiership striker, proven, gets 8 goals, 10 goals, maybe on a good season gets 12 goals in a breakthrough season, and then we sign him, and then they do averagely. Yeah, well, they average to below average. That's how they range. Yeah, also, and then you have the Flavio de Silvas, the Gonzalez's, the European, South American, yeah, well, typical Angolian roots type of striker, African roots type of striker. Yeah, well, it's not good enough, and these strikers have failed before. But someone like Nukovic, yeah, well, I think I've always said, let's go to these lower countries like the Swedens, the Serbia. This guy's from Bosnia, and Bosnia, he's Bosnian. Yeah, well, I don't know how to spell the full name. You know that country, Bosnia, what. It's, the flag is yellow and blue. Yeah, well, Pjanic and Zeko are from that country. Yeah, well, so we should be going to these leagues and signing the Zajmovic. Yeah, well, so TS Galaxy basically did our scouting for us. Yeah, well, because all these years ago, that's how we got Nukovic, signing him from these lower leagues in Europe. Yeah, well, and not the Indonesian league, not the San Marino League, Kazakhstan, like the proper league, Switzerland. We should be going to countries like that, Belgium, and be signing these mid-table or second division strikers from those leagues, because look at Nukovic, how we got him. Yeah, well, so Zajmovic, and his stats are very good, 11 goals, 2 assists, and in 28 games. Yeah, well, that's very, very decent. Yeah, well, I think just to have something different, yeah, well, I'd sign Zajmovic over Ighodaro, in my opinion. Yeah, well, so just to have a guy like this player in the team, I wouldn't mind at all. Okay, guys, we'll be talking about Ighodaro. Ighodaro is a player from Sundowns that we've been allegedly. This deal is almost done, guys. He's a player that we've been scouting and negotiating for the past 3 or 4 weeks. It was only a matter of time before we get the signing of the line. But Sokolo Duma has something to say about the updates, basically, about this deal and what he has been doing. Ighodaro has been training alone, and he's not registered with Sundowns. He wasn't there in the internet game where they beat Richards Bay 4-0. Chiefs have not given up on him. They have a chance of signing him as a local player, even as he's working on becoming a South African citizen. Chiefs are still assessing their options, but they have not given up on Ighodaro. So that's basically what the update on Ighodaro. He's training alone at Sundowns. He has been excluded. There's no chance for him to get back into the first team, even if he wanted to. Yeah, but even if he was back into the first team, him actually playing is very, very unlikely because they've got Shaolile. I know he's about to leave. They've got Mutiba. They've got Reyners. They've got Siles. Yeah, about 4 strikers that can start for any team in this country. Yeah, well, Shaolile starts for Chiefs and Pirates. So does Mutiba in some way or sure. Reynolds for sure. And Siles would find a way to put him in the big 3 teams in every country. Yeah, but so Ighodaro, yeah, man, it's those deals. It's dragging and it's actually pissing me off. Yeah, but like we just said, because the Chiefs is the worst team in terms of club-to-club negotiations. We can't negotiate with clubs. We always want to do things through the back door, basically signing players on the cheap and then giving them high wages. Yeah, but because that's all Chiefs is, man. We can't negotiate with clubs. It's very, very difficult for Kaizer Chiefs to get deals off the line, especially when it's local clubs. Look at Apollos, look at Sipombule. Sipombule wasn't even a free agent, but Sipombule at Supersport, Mokoena at Supersport. These are deals that we should have been done very easily because Chiefs is very, very big, and players right nowadays they don't care if it's Chiefs or Pirates. Like, even if Pirates can win all the trophies, like we've got a similar reputation with those teams. Yeah, well, someone like Apollos, I don't think he would have signed for us. Not like Pirates is doing better than us, that he would have chosen Pirates over us. Yeah, well, so I believe that Chiefs is very, very bad at these deals. And even if he comes, he still has to get into fitness, get into new teams. And I think he'll flop. Look at Fabio Silva. He's at the preseason, but he's still not there yet. Yeah, well, he's still being criticized. Imagine a striker like this guy now coming. Yeah, well, it's just adding space. I think I just signed Zajmovic and fight it out with Dupree. But I know some of you guys will want Ighodaro for some reason. But yeah, man, I've seen this story before a lot of times. Yeah, well, he is a Chivarero. He is a Dupree. He is a South African striker who's decent, but really, nah, man. I'm not happy. I'm not happy with this deal, being honest. But I'll support the player. I was the only few supporters of Christian Seidle last year when he was playing crap. I remember the Kitan City game. He was bad, and people were criticizing me for supporting him. But I'll support the signing. But I don't like that we're signing him. But I'll support the signing as I support every single player that plays for Kaizer Chiefs. Yeah, well. The last topic, George Matlou finally signing his new contract. We were talking about this last week that George Matlou has not signed a new deal and is currently basically a free agent. But it was just a verbal agreement for him to stay at the club. Though it was 2 years, it's actually 1 year. It's a 1 year contract. George Matlou stays at Kaizer Chiefs for 1 more year. He's a player that he's 25, 26, so he's not even in his prime yet, or he's just approaching his prime, or he's just started his prime. George Matlou, he's a player that you should have in your squad. Yeah, but very, very good player. I don't know where he fits in. Yeah, but he's a player. I know that he's a Kaizer Chiefs player for sure. I just don't know where he fits in the starting lineup, but in the squad, he has to be there. He's a very, very good talent. Obviously, he took us to the final of the Nedbank Cup, assisting Dupree. He's a very, very good player, and I'm happy that George Matlou is staying. And number 10, but is used as a number 8 by Coach Nabi. Yeah, well, I don't know where he fits in because as a number 10, we've got Chislet. I don't know if that's his name, the new signing, the Durban midfielder. We've got Ndu, we've got Sereno. Sereno looks like he's going to be a cam now. Sereno's losing a lot of pace. Can he play as a winger anymore? I don't think so. Yeah, well, so there's 3 players Ndu also. There's like 4 or 5 players, 4 players ahead of him in the cam position. And as an 8, there's Thabo Cele. There's Ndu who's been newly signed. Kosi playing Ngobo is an 8 now. Yeah, well, so there's like 2 or 3 players in every position that he plays that ahead of him. Yeah, because Nabi wasn't picking him towards the end of the season. Obviously, I think it was throughout December when he came back from injury in the Nedbank Cup game, also January, December, he was playing a lot. But ever since, he's been a bit power player. But you can see that the talent is there. He's definitely a Chiefs material player, and we can't be releasing him. And even if he got released by Chiefs and not renewed by his contract, he would have been playing for Skokuna or TS Galaxy, not the Richards Bay, or he might have, but he would have done very well. He would have played for a CAF convert team like a Staley's, even if the opportunity came. Staley's, Skokune, or TS Galaxy, those teams. Yeah, but he's playing for an internet team. He's a top 8, top 5 club player. Yeah, well, and I'm happy that he's staying at Kaizer Chiefs. Hopefully, if I was a Chiefs coach, I would have found a way to put James Matlou in. He's basically like a Tito Masongawi, guys. Given the right system and support, he can be a very good player for any system in this world, in this country. And yeah, guys, I think that's the video. Thanks for supporting the channel. Please like and subscribe. I'm out. Thursday's the match preview.